And now I'm going to show off the last of my PS2 games, and and essentially the last of my video games. God of War. I freaking love this game. It is incredibly fun. The battle system, the puzzles, um, the sex. No, I'm joking. I'm joking about that. But yeah, this game is really fun. I and it would make a pretty good LP. And this game actually would make a good LP. The only problem is that I've never perfected it 100%. I've never completed it 100%. Like I haven't gotten all of the Gorgon eyes and all of the I don't remember what the other things were, but I've never really perfected this game. But it would be fun to just do a casual LP up, and I think that's what I'm going to do. God of War 2. This game would be really fun to LP as well. I freaking love the God of War games because the God of War games are just really, I don't want to say epic because that word is overused, but I can't really think of any other words that would justify how awesome this game is. This game is really, really fun, and it's got some really amazing scenes and places that you go, and the monsters that you fight and the puzzles. It's all really fun, and it would make a great LP. This game would make a great LP. Maybe someday in the future, but not right now. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. No, I'm joking. I'm not really crying. But I love this game. This game is really fun. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3, not Tenkaichi, but Budokai 3. This game is really, really fun, and I'm actually really good at it. Or back when I was younger, I played this game to death, and I was incredibly good at it. Nobody could freaking beat me at this game. But I probably still wasn't the best at it. But it was a really fun game, and it had a really fun story mode to it. Well, like it had a story mode for pretty much all of the main characters of Dragon Ball Z, and it was really fun. And I do think that this game would make a good LP and a good co-op game. The only problem is that it doesn't work. My Budokai 3 doesn't work anymore. It's been so scratched up that it doesn't work anymore. It wasn't me who scratched it up though. It was my friend who I lent it to. He freaking scratched it up. He didn't take very good care of it and it got scratched up and now it doesn't work. I would love to play this game again, but unfortunately I can't. Guitar Hero. This game would actually be pretty fun to LP if I actually had the guitar. That's right. What happened was my brother he borrowed my guitar controller, the guitar controller that comes with Guitar Hero. He borrowed it and never brought it back. So now I don't have the guitar controller for it. And I know that you can play Guitar Hero with a regular controller, but for me that is way more difficult than using the guitar controller. And I do think this would be a good co-op game or just a casual LP game, but I, I can't LP it because I don't have the freaking guitar controller. Guitar Hero 2. Again, I don't have the guitar controller to it because my freaking brother lost it. I could go buy a new one. I could go buy a new one, but if I was going to co-op this game, I would have to buy two, and I don't want to spend too much of my money on it. I don't want to spend so much of my money on these guitar controllers. Twisted Metal Black. I remember as a little kid playing Twisted Metal, I believe it was Twisted Metal 2 for PlayStation, and I remember I played the crap out of that game, and I was really good at it. I got really, really good at it, and I loved it. And the Twisted Metal games are really fun. I have played this game, but I haven't really played it enough to get really good at it. And for some reason, I just like had lots of trouble controlling this game. I had lots of trouble controlling with the controls of this game. I don't know why, but I just did. But this game would be fun to just do like a versus co-op with it. I don't think it would make a good like story mode co-op, or I mean, I don't think it would make a good story mode LP. But I do think it would make a good co-op LP, but I'm not very good at it, so whatever. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. This game, it actually does work. It actually does work. The only problem is that, well, it doesn't have that many characters in it. It really doesn't have a lot of the Dragon Ball Z characters in it. And also, I'm not that good at it, and it is pretty fun. It is pretty fun. It would make, this game would make an okay LP. And I guess it would make an okay co-op, but I don't know. I really don't know. This game it is fun, but I'm just not that good at it. I know you can't read that. Oh well, actually no, you can. Dot Hack, the first one. This is Dot Hack Infection, the very first Dot Hack game for the PS2. This game is actually really fun. I have 100%ed it, but that's not really difficult. It's actually really, really easy to 100% these games. And I actually really do like the combat system in these games, and I might LP it in the future. I'm not sure. I might. It just depends. Like if somebody requests me to LP this game in the future, then yeah, I'll LP it. But that's for another time. Oh my god! I got another copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3! Not. It's empty. Nope. I'm just yanking you. I'm just pulling your chain. Wow, that sounds gross. I'm just pulling your leg. I only have the case. I don't actually have the game. Well, I do have the game, as I explained, but it's scratched up and doesn't work. I don't know how I ended up with two cases. I really don't know how I ended up with two cases to this. I think like a friend gave this case to me, but I only have one of the game, so yeah, that's kind of weird how I have two cases to the same game. But this case looks pretty cool. With Goku going like, "Oh, I'm gonna punch you in the face." And now, for my very last game, Dot Hack Volume 2, Mutation. Again, I really like the Dot Hack games. I really do. I love the Dot Hack games. They're really fun. But unfortunately, I haven't 100%ed this one. I have not 100%ed it. I'm missing only one thing, and that's one of the goblin armors or goblin equipment, and I just cannot freaking kill that goblin. It moves so fast that I can't hit it. I can't hit it. I can't cast spells on it. I can't use items on it, and it's just so freaking fast. I can't kill it. I don't know. Maybe I just need to level up or something. I don't know, but it's freaking annoying. And unfortunately, I don't have volume 3 or 4 of the original Dot Hack games. That's right, 4. There are 4 of the original Dot Hack games. Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. But for Dot Hack GU, there's only 3 volumes. There's only 3 volumes to it. So, that's pretty much all my games. Well, and I still need to get Volume 3 of Xenosaga as well. But there are some things that I need to explain. But I'll explain those in a second. I need to put my games back. And I'm back. And I'm just going to conclude these videos because this is probably gonna take 3 videos, considering the fact that I have I don't know, around 30 to 40, maybe even to 50 minutes of video recording, so I'm probably gonna have to split it into a couple of parts. So to finish off this video, I'm going to explain a few things. One of the things I need to explain is that the there are 3 games that I didn't get to show you, and that's because I have friends borrowing them. I have a friend named Joe who's borrowing one of my games, and the one game that he's borrowing is Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, which unfortunately I haven't had the chance to beat it because he's been borrowing it this entire time. But the thing is that my friend Joe, I really trust him. He keeps his word. If he says that he's going to give me my game back, he will keep his word and give it back. I trust him. It's just that he moved, and I don't really remember where he moved to. I don't know where he moved to. I could always just ask him on Facebook or text him or something. But the next time I meet up with him, I'll get my game back, and I'll I don't know if I'll show it. I probably will. I probably will videotape me showing the game, and I'll post that. And so, like I said, I haven't had the time to beat it because I haven't had it this entire time. But yeah, that's the one game he's borrowing. And then I have a friend named Danny who is borrowing 2 of my games, even though I don't know why he's borrowing 2 of them. And the 2 games that he's borrowing is Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which I really love that game, and I actually am planning on doing an LP of it once I get it back. Unfortunately, my friend Danny also moved, and I don't know how to get to his new house. I don't know how to get to it. Like I've tried, like he told me where his new house is, and I looked it up on MapQuest, and I got directions on MapQuest telling me how to get to his new house, and I followed the directions perfectly, and I still couldn't find his house. So I don't know how to meet up with him. But when I do meet up with him, I'm gonna get that game back, and I'll LP that because Chain of Memories isn't really about 100%ing. I mean, I could 100% it, but it would be funner just to do a casual LP of it. I'm not too terribly good at that game, but it would be fun to LP. He also has my Kingdom Hearts 2, and it in my Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 2 Kingdom Hearts 2 is also a really fun game, but I don't know if I would LP it, considering the fact that there are a few things that I really don't. There are a few things that I really just can't do in that game, like some of the side quests that you have to do to complete Jiminy Cricket's journal are freaking impossible for me to do. Like that one mission at the Olympus Coliseum where you have to destroy those um, things. I forget what exactly they were, but you have to destroy them and get up to 1,000 points or whatever. and I could never do it. Like, I think the most points I ever got was like 300. You're supposed to use magnet to help, but I've tried using magnet, and yeah, it does draw all of the things into one place, and it does help a little bit, but it's still seemingly impossible to get 1,000 points on that. So I wouldn't be able to do a 100% run of it, and I don't know if I would want to do a casual LP of it, because people would probably be like, "Oh, you aren't doing 100%, you suck, you fail." And I actually like the first Kingdom Hearts game a lot more than Kingdom Hearts 2, but um, I'm about to get into that in a minute. So yeah, I don't know if I would LP Kingdom Hearts 2, considering the fact that everybody has LP'd that game. I'm just not sure. Maybe if I get it back, and if it's still in one piece, that is. Okay, now let me explain something. I used to have Kingdom Hearts 1, but I don't know what happened to it. It either got lost, which is unlikely because I'm very organized with my games. I always keep them together unless somebody else is borrowing them. It either got lost, broken, which I highly doubt it because I take good care of my games, or stolen. Now this is the most likely possibility. This is the most likely thing that could happen because when I was going to school, I would take games with me to let my friends borrow them, and I guess I took Kingdom Hearts 1 with me one day, and then when I got home and looked in my backpack, I couldn't find it, so I think somebody might have stolen it. Or either I let a friend borrow it and they never returned it. However, the thing is that by the end of the school year, I I asked everybody that I knew that I let borrow games. I asked everybody whether they had my Kingdom Hearts 1, and nobody said they had it. So I don't know. I think it was stolen, so I'm going to have to buy a new copy of that game. And that game again would be pretty fun to LP, but I was never able to 100% it because I was never able to find all of the Trinity symbols. I found, like, in one of my playthroughs of the game, I found every single Trinity symbol except for one, and the one Trinity symbol that I couldn't find was a blue one, which are the most numerous ones, and usually those are the easiest ones to find. But the one that I was missing, I think it was in Hollow Bastion, but I couldn't figure out how to get to it. But anyways, I don't know if I would LP that game, considering the fact that I can't 100% it, and I don't know if I would do a casual LP of it, considering so many people have already done an LP of that game. But it would be fun to LP, I guess. It would be fun if, like, so I have to buy a new one. Okay, now on to some more serious matters. I have okay, now on to more serious matters. My friend Danny, who I told you was borrowing two games, he was borrowing two games, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 2. He also owes me two games, which means those two games should belong to me. And the two games that he owes me is, one of them is called Yggdra Union, and it's a game for the Game Boy Advance, and it is a prequel to the Riviera game that I showed you earlier. The Riviera game for the Game Boy Advance that I showed you earlier. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, you might have to watch the first video that I'm gonna upload, where I show those games, or wherever I show that game. You might have to try and find that. Anyway, so Yggdra Union is a prequel to Riviera, and it looks really fun, and my friend owes me this game, but for some reason he won't give it to me, and that kind of angers me. It kind of makes me mad, but, you know, he'll give it to me eventually, one way or another. I hopefully. And the second game that he owes me is uh, Final Fantasy X, which I really, really, really want to play right now because I'm watching Nintendo Capri Sun's LP of Final Fantasy X, and it looks like a lot of fun. But my friend Danny, again, won't give it to me. He always makes up, like, excuses, like, oh, I'm playing through all the I'm playing through all of the Final Fantasy games, 1 through 10, and I'm 100%ing them. So I said, okay, how long will that take? Because, you know, the Final Fantasy games are pretty fucking long, so, and to 100% them is kind of difficult to do, but he is a huge, Final Fantasy, just my hair's messed up, but he is a huge Final Fantasy fan, and I think he could 100% them. The only problem is that how long will that freaking take? Because even if I were to get into contact with my friend Danny, I don't know if he would give me back my Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, my Kingdom Hearts 2, or give me the games that he owes me, like Gig Reunion and Final Fantasy X. He also owes me like $30, but I really don't care about the money. I just want the games that he owes me and the games that he's borrowing from me, but I don't know if he will give them to me, considering the fact that he always comes up with excuses and makes up reasons why he can't give them to me or something like that, and it really makes me mad, and it really decreases my trust in him. It makes me feel like I can't trust him until he actually gives them to me. I don't know. He probably won't see this video, considering the fact that he doesn't know what my username is. And I really don't want him to see this video, but if he does see this video, I want my games back, Danny. I want my games that you owe me and the games that you're borrowing from me, please. Anyways, so that concludes this video. Sorry I had to end it off on such a angry, sad kind of way, but I just had to get that out. So, yeah, if anybody watches these videos, which I highly doubt anybody would, if anybody watches these videos and they saw any of the games that they thought would be good for me to LP, that they would like to see me LP, then I'll think about it and I'll probably do it. So if anybody has any suggestions, just put them down in the comments below, and I will consider it and probably LP it. Also, something I need to mention though is that the Game Boy Advance games, the Game Boy Color games, and the PSP games, and the DS games are all games that I probably wouldn't be able to LP, so if you ask me to LP one of those games, I probably will say no because I have no way of doing that. But I most definitely can LP GameCube, Wii, or PS2 games. And PlayStation 1 games too. So if you have any suggestions for games, for any of the games I have for me to LP, I'll go ahead and do that. Or if you want me to LP a game that I don't have, go right ahead and suggest it. Even if I don't have the game, you can't. Even if I don't have the game, you are still allowed to suggest for me to play them, as long as it's on a system that I own. As long as the game is for Wii, PlayStation 1, or PlayStation 2, or GameCube, I will go out and find that game and buy it and LP it. Like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go out and buy the game and LP it. One more thing I have to say before I leave is that video games, there are a few video games that I know I'm going to buy in the future that I really want to buy and probably LP. Like, take for example for the Wii, I want to get Super Mario, for the Wii, I want to get Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I want to get those games because they are really fun. I want to get Super Paper Mario. I want to get Super Paper Mario for the Wii. And also, on WiiWare, I want to download the first Paper Mario game and probably a few of the Mega Man games and a few other games. Probably, I don't know. I really haven't seen all of the games that you can download off of WiiWare, but I'm probably gonna download some of the games off of WiiWare and maybe LP some of those. For the GameCube, I'm planning on getting several games. SSX3, which is really fun, and that would be a really good co-op game. Kirby's Air Rider, which is also a really fun game. It would also be a really fun co-op game to just, race somebody. Luigi's Mansion, I'm probably going to get that somewhere around Halloween, considering the fact that I think that Luigi's Mansion goes well with the Halloween feeling, because the thing is that I believe that certain games go with certain times of the year. Like, take for example, Super Mario Sunshine. I think that game goes really, really well during the summertime. It's really fun to play during the summertime because it fits the season, the occasion. Luigi's Mansion really fits the Halloween feel. I really think it fits the Halloween feel of things, so on and so forth. So, if you understand what I mean, then that's cool. Anyways, other future games I'm planning on getting for the GameCube is Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, most definitely. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for GameCube, yes. Legend of Zelda The Four Swords Adventures. Pikmin 2, most definitely. Paper Mario and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I'm trying to think, do I want to get any other games? Are there any other games? Oh, well. Anyways, and also, games I want to get for the PS2 is, I've already said this before, but I want to get Xenosaga Volume 3, Dot Hack GU Volume 3, Dot Hack, the original Dot Hack games Volume 3 and 4, I want to get Monica Mai 2, because that would be really fun. What other games do I want to get? Right now I really can't think of any other games besides those, but there probably are a ton of games that I want to get for the PS2, PlayStation 1. Oh yeah, Legend of Dragoon. I want to get that game for the PlayStation 1. I also want to get Final Fantasy 8 for PlayStation 1 as well. And there's probably a ton of other games that I can get for PlayStation 1, like Final Fantasy Origins or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now I'm pretty much done with my final thoughts on video games that I want to buy, video games I'm going to LP, and suggestions from you guys. So, if anybody likes this video, go right ahead and just give me any suggestions for any games you would like to see me LP. So, thank you for your time, and goodbye. Bye.